Mike Garafolo for the Star-Ledger, University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. This time, no Politi, no Jenny, and no confetti. With me, though, honorary NJ.comer for the day, Ken Palmer. We just replaced you, or Jenny with you, one Penn Stater for another.
Yeah.
And congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much.
So we'll start talking, obviously, about Jay Alford, because what else is there to talk about, right? No. We'll talk about what seems to be the class of the NFC here in the Giants, and what they did to really extend their lead here. I mean, they got a hammerlock on this thing right now.
Yeah, they'd have to try really hard to screw it up at this point. I mean, they've got a 2-game lead on their closest competitors. They play Carolina. They looked awful today, Carolina. You know, you saw what the Giants did to Arizona. Tampa's another threat, but they're not really a threat. I mean, this team is clearly going to have that bye after the season, and they're going to have home field throughout.
And I keep saying, I just don't know how this team continues to motivate itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to come out and to defend the title and to play well off the bat, but to get into games like this, challenges like this against teams that should be good and teams that, you know, different kind of teams. They went from playing the Ravens, who were going to be a smash mouth game, to these guys who should have thrown all over the field on them. And they're ready for both challenges, and they handle it easily.
Yeah, Coughlin says it. I mean, it's boring, but they do this one game at a time thing better than anybody. They do the one play at a time thing better than anybody, and that's it. I think they're really buying into the whole, you know, they got the target on their back. They won it last year. Yeah. They're the best team right now, hands down, so they know they're going to get everybody's good shot. They were still embarrassed over that Cleveland game. It was just one loss. They're 10-1 now, but you could tell they're mad about that. They're really upset they lost that game, so I think that's why they put themselves in position to not let it happen again.
They get upset when they give up a 100-yard rusher. They got upset. You knew Kurt Warner was going to get his yardage today. When I told Corey Webster that he had over 300 yards, he was upset. Yeah. And again, this is stuff that you hear teams say all the time, but you believe it with this team because they, honest to God, were upset. I thought they did a great job against Warner, and I thought on the other quarterback, I thought probably Eli Manning's best game of the season.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah, no question. He played very smart. He was patient, but he was also aggressive when he needed to be. You know, he wasn't forcing anything. I think he only had 7 incompletions. He threw for 3 touchdowns, and they were coming after him. He only got sacked once, but you saw the big play on the corner to Smith. The guy destroyed him. And, I mean, he hung in there, and he let the ball go, and he threw a nice pass. Yeah, I think he just – the confidence of Eli is phenomenal right now, and this was definitely his best game.
Yeah, and the depth that they have to lose a guy like Brandon Jacobs. And no problem, Derek Ward's there, and didn't even need Ahmad Bradshaw, but he was there. Even Danny Ware was there if you needed him. Plexico Burress can't play, big deal. Dominic Hickson might be the greatest pickup off the waiver wire that I've ever seen. Ever. I mean, that guy's phenomenal.
He's phenomenal. I mean, the kickoffs right there, 180 yards on 3 kickoff returns. He's averaging 60 a pop. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You're not going to lose a game with that type of thing. Then he goes in, and he's your leading receiver. Plax goes down, like you said, no big deal. Just another guy steps up. The depth on this team from 1 to 53 is unlike anything I've ever seen.
The only thing better than the depth on this team is the weather out here this weekend. It was just phenomenal. Ken Palmer, honorary NJ.comer. We're going to have you back soon because you're just that good. Mike Garafolo, get both feet in, by the way. You're out of bounds there. Get him in. We'll see you next week.